Good afternoon. I know we're stood the wrong way. This is why I don't shoot this way normally, because I'm in the dark, aren't I? You know, you don't need your back to the light, you need your front to the light. Anyway, just to let you see my nice view and tell you something. There's something good happened actually, at last, because yesterday I got up in the morning, switched the computer on, the one that, remember, Andy has sorted for me. I've got a really good computer, it should last me lifetime, and it switched off again. Anyway, feeling a bit better, so I went for a drive, had a nice chat, called to very briefly to see my friends at the garage, because Alex was recovering from a cold and I wasn't catch that, so I just told them what happened on Monday, and you know how luckily my wits were with me, had a bit of luck Monday. Anyway, got hold of Andy in the afternoon, we had a video conference for a while, and is it the new solid state hard drive? Well, it wasn't. Anyway, to try the old one, I put it in, but it needed to adjust the BIOS, right? So to get into your BIOS, what you have to do, of course, is, on my computer, is to press escape. Well, I kept pressing it and tried turning it on and off, and it wasn't working. And what I didn't know, the computer's got to have the keyboard plugged in. Well, the keyboard had failed, and luckily I've got a newish one that I bought for my other computer, you know, when I was playing games and swapping. So I plugged that in and we're all right. So my bad day actually turned into quite a good one, because my health was a bit better, and that was it. Anyway, back to milling. We're not having too much luck again today, but I may, and it is a may, come up with a solution, a simple solution to this difficult problem that I'm going to have. So I'll show you. And the other thing, just before I do, by the way, just before I do, the other thing, this mill, I don't know if you can see in there, if there's enough light. Well, let me tip it to the sun. You should, yeah, you can see it now. You see that gap there? Well, when I was unwinding this, that wasn't dropping down. So it probably wanted oiling in the pulley or something like that, you know. So anyway, that's one bit of good news. Anyway, let's see what you think to this solution that I've come up with. If I put it there, let's see what you're looking at, and possibly you can see. Look, we've got a visitor, haven't we? We've got a visitor. My neighbour's got two of these, and it's supposed to be lucky when a black cat crosses you, isn't it? Anyway, what I'm going to try and do, oh, by the way, I cooked up a few peas to try those, and they're still a bit wet, so they may not go through very well, or whatever. Anyway, Mark's had another good idea, and that was to use chalk. And anyway, me looks out on this thing, isn't it? Because I went to a shop that might sell some, you know, kiddies chalk, drawing chalk, and they didn't have any. So I went to Tesco's and they'd sold out, so it was just for a demonstration. I thought if I get some, you know, chalk sticks and cut them up in little bits that will go through, it might simulate, it's a good idea, Mark, might simulate the paint. Anyway, let's see if we can, what you think to my solution to the, problem we've got of the checking about, and I can't have the mill tight. So what I'm going to do, as I say, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It doesn't matter, does it? But we're going to have a go and see. I should have really, in fact I'm going to this time. Now, so I've made it fairly easy to attach. Cut some more out and to put the nut on. So it's fairly straightforward now to attach. There we are. Then all I've got to do is put the bolts in on the mill. in the right place with the belt on, to make sure it's in the right place first, right? So it's, you know, it's got to be as tight as we can get it. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, can you see? Can I see? No. Down a little bit. There we are. Right, so what I've done, I've got these blocks that are the right thickness to go under here tightly. So to put them under, I have to lift the engine fraction, right? So it's now fairly solid. And then I've done that, which I'm going to hang on the end here to weight it down a bit. So we'll just have to see, won't we? You know, see what happens. So now I have to bolt the mill on. So what I'm going to do now is warm the engine up. Well, I'll just show you with the engine warming up, but it's still shaking and I think it's a little bit too much. You know, we can probably get through, I don't know. It's not working very well at all actually. And I've packed it there to stop it shaking that way. You know, sadly, I'm just not well enough to make a proper frame and attach it properly, but it will still shake about too much unless the engine bolted down. These engines do. As I said, the only way is to get a lot longer belt, a lot longer, or make a flat belt pulley. That's the answer, because I put it on that, out here, on that, you know, table thing, that bench, and clamp it on there, and then we could probably use it a bit tighter, but it's just for demonstration purposes. We'll just see, you know, because I did manage to, although the belt testing off it being tight, I managed to get 2 leads through it, so it would be nice to get something through it, wouldn't it? Anyway, just while the engine's warming up for a few moments, I thought I would show you a success, which is of course my Garden Art sundial, and that's probably one of the most successful things I've done this year, to be honest. It was quite quickly done, and hopefully we can do something else like that in the future. And I've managed to clear a few. You know, Tony has to cut that back and that, but we're not worried about the weeds and stuff at the moment. You know, and to be honest, we want some greenery, don't we? You know, the more trees the better. Right, it's nicely warmed up. So let's put the belt on, which we can do. And run it back and forward a bit until it lines itself up on the thing. I mean, driving a V-belt on a flat pulley is the worst in the world, but I haven't got anything else. So there we are. Let's see if it still stops on now. First, and we've got a really wide gap to start with, so actually the peas should pour straight through, and I think, well, unless it's because they're too wet. Anyway, let's give it a go and see if it starts again. Not lined up very well, are we? That belt's right on the edge. No? That way a bit. Anyway. Right. So, I've got these peas. Look, I've got those, so stick the pull in and see what happens. one or two that's gone through. I'll just show you this way. Look, one or two have actually gone through. So I'm going to close it up a little bit because they're not grinding at all at the moment. You close it up a bit and we'll put two more in. See if any of those are a bit grounded. Oh, yeah. It's sort of working a bit. I will just show you inside for a moment. Well, I'm certainly not calling that a roaring success, but at least it's not a total failure, is it? And you've seen something go through. So we've actually got quite a lot of mushy peas around it, and we've actually got a few in the pot. So there you are. We've actually got something to go through it. How about that? Right. As I say, more later. See you another day.